Welcome in, everybody. We're diving deep into Monash University today. Want to get a feel for what it's like working at Australia's biggest and most international university.
Biggest A&D, most international. That's saying something.
It is. And we're lucky enough to have some awesome research from academicjobs.com to help us out.
Oh, yeah, their stuff is really good. Monash, they've got campuses in Australia and Malaysia, a grad school in China, and even a learning center over in Italy.
See, that's what I mean by international. They don't just talk about global experiences, they live them.
Mm.
But let's get real for a sec. What's the paycheck looking like at a place like Monash?
Well, that's where things get interesting. Academicjobs.com looked at over 11,154 data points to give us a good idea about salaries.
12,154. All right, lay it on me. What are we talking about?
So there's a pretty big range, like you might expect. You could start as a library assistant, making around $64,500 a year. But then you've got professors up at the top making a cool $192,301 every year.
Whoa. Talk about a difference. And hey, we've got some hourly rates too. What's standing out to you there?
I think it's cool to see the contrast, You got your admin assistants making about $36.69 an hour, which sounds pretty normal. But then there are aquatics managers, also hourly at $38.29. Kind of makes you wonder what goes into managing a university pool, right?
No kidding. You'd figure management is always more money, but maybe not. I love seeing how different skills play out.
And something that really stands out is that 76% of people working at Monash say they're paid fairly, Hanek. That's a lot.
Yeah. Why do you think they're so happy with their pay?
Maybe it's because there are so many different departments and opportunities like we were talking about. We've seen management, project management, admin assistants so far. What else is popular at Monash?
Right. It's like we're just scratching the surface here.
They're really big on research, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people worked on that. Plus, they're so global, there must be a ton of jobs focused on working with people from all over the world.
I'm starting to see how big and complex Monash really is. But you know what? Let's dig deeper into that whole research thing in the next part of our dive. I want to know what they're working on and how it's changing the world. So you're saying Monash is known for their research? What kind of stuff are we talking about here? It's got to be more than just like textbooks and lectures, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. They're known for doing some seriously cool stuff in medicine engineering, even art and design. Remember how they talk about world-leading facilities and technologies?
Yeah.
That's not just for show. They're actually working on some of the biggest problems the world is facing.
Wow. So if you're someone who wants to make discoveries and be at the top of their field, Monash sounds like the place to be. But what about all the people behind the scenes? The support staff technicians, all those essential jobs.
That's a really good point. A university this big needs a lot of different people to make it work, and
Yeah.
it seems like Monash gets that. Their high salary satisfaction probably comes from valuing everyone's work, not just people with fancy titles.
It's easy to get caught up in the big picture. But you're right, it's the people who make it all happen. From the librarians keeping all the knowledge organized to the IT folks keeping everything running. It really does take a village.
Totally. And I think that feeling of being part of something bigger, knowing your work matters, that makes people happier no matter what their job is.
I totally agree. We all want to feel like we're making a difference. And with its global impact, Monash definitely gives you that chance.
Yeah.
Speaking of global interest, we haven't really talked about that yet. It's more than just having campuses all over the world, right?
Way more. It's about creating a learning environment where everyone's connected. Imagine working on research with people from all over the world, bringing all those different ideas together. That's got to be amazing.
It's like that motto we talked about, cultural experiences lived. It's not just a saying, it's how they do things.
Exactly. And that makes me wonder, what does Monash's approach tell us about the future of higher education in general?
Yeah, are they setting a new trend? Will we see more universities becoming globally connected, working together no matter where they are? This is getting me excited about all the possibilities.
The potential is huge. And for anyone listening who's thinking about Monash, there's a super easy way to learn more.
Ooh, tell me. Does it have something to do with our friends at academicjobs.com?
You got it. They've
Yeah.
got this awesome list of all the jobs at Monash University so you can see exactly what's out there.
That's incredible. So if you're dreaming of working at Monash, this is where you start.
Absolutely. You can check out the open positions, see what kind of experience and skills they're looking for, and even set up alerts so you know when new jobs are posted.
That's so helpful. It's like having a secret advantage in your job search.
It totally is. And it goes back to what we've been saying this whole time, having access to information, exploring global opportunities, and finding work that you're passionate about. It's all connected.
Couldn't said it better myself. Now, before we wrap things up completely, I want to leave everyone with one final thought.
Hmm.
We've seen how Monash is going global. But what does that mean for the future of work in general?
Will more companies and organizations follow their lead? Will it matter less and less where you are as we all work together more and more?
Those are some great questions to think about. That's what I love about these deep dives. They make you curious about so much more than just the topic we're talking about.
Exactly. It's all about being curious and wanting to learn new things.
All right, so we've talked about how awesome Monash is with all their global stuff, amazing salaries, and focus on research.
Hmm.
But let's be real for a sec. Getting a job,
Hmm.
there's got to be tough.
Yeah, definitely. It's pretty competitive, especially with their reputation and all the talented people they want.
So what advice would you give someone who's dreaming of a Monash career? How can they stand out?
Well, the first thing is to do your research, and that's where academicjobs.com comes in handy. Remember all that salary data we were looking at?
Yeah, it was super useful.
Well, they've actually got a list of all the jobs at Monash on their website. It's like a one-stop shop for anyone who wants to work there.
No way. That sounds like a dream for job seekers.
Hmm.
What kind of stuff can they find there?
You can see what jobs are open right now, get an idea of what they're looking for in terms of experience and skills, and even set up alerts so you know when new jobs are posted.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
giving job seekers all the power.
Oh, yeah.
It's like having a secret weapon.
I know, right? And it fits in perfectly with what we've been talking about this whole time, having access to information, exploring global opportunities, finding work that you actually care about. It all comes together.
So basically, Monash is this incredible mix of global reach, cutting-edge research, and great salaries. And if you're inspired to join them, academicjobs.com is the perfect place to start.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
been a really cool deep dive into Monash, and I hope everyone listening has learned a lot about what makes them so special.
Me too. And who knows, maybe this is the start of someone's awesome journey with Monash. Thanks for listening, everyone.